Sodium hypochlorite, or common household bleach, is a liquid antimicrobial agent that is an effective sporicidal disinfectant against Bacillus anthracis, or anthrax.
500 workers dredged, supported, and processed the PCB-contaminated sediment 24 hours a day, 6 days a week, from May through October of 2009.
The project is pretty big. The amount of vessels on the river, the amount of equipment, the amount of upfront work to get it to be in place to actually implement, it's pretty amazing.
What we did is we used 12 barges, 12 platforms that had an excavator on top. And the bucket that was used is a level cutting bucket. So rather than scalloping that you would expect in any kind of a typical bucket, this actually closed horizontally. These buckets are specially designed for this kind of work. They close tightly. That was a bucket designed for environmental work.
Using custom GPS-guided software, operators were able to precisely remove only material targeted by EPA for dredging. 3 different types of dredge platforms were used, dictated by water depth. To help protect against resuspension, work areas were enclosed or bordered with silt curtains, specifically engineered barriers that float above the water surface and extend to 2 feet from the bottom.
They produce a product that saps the strength from a community and the will of its users. Left unchecked, need for the product surges, generating a growing, captive market. While they produce it, they expose themselves, neighbors, and even their children to toxic chemicals and the threat of fire and explosions. Then, with production complete, they dump unwanted toxic waste along roadsides, into fields, and even into public water supplies. The manufacturing of illegal drugs in the U.S., particularly methamphetamine, has taken on epidemic proportions. These illicit operations, known as clandestine laboratories, confront responders with a new set of challenges. The operators of the labs, known as cooks, are driven by the lure of easy money and the grasp of a drug that, through a new manufacturing process, is twice as potent and provides a longer-lasting high than cocaine.
A revolutionary, intuitive interface. Unique separate motor and transducer technology. Independent stress and strain measurements. Complete rheological characterization for any material. And the purest rheological measurements. TA Instruments, the recognized world leader in thermal analysis, rheology, and microcalorimetry, is proud to introduce the latest addition to our Discovery Series thermal analysis system, the Discovery TGA.
No other instrument manufacturer invests more or has more experience in developing thermal analysis systems than TA Instruments. The new Discovery TGA has been engineered to be the highest performing thermogravimetric analysis system ever developed.
The Discovery TGA features the tried and true thermogravimetric technology only TA Instruments can offer. We start with the industry's most sensitive and stable thermobalance. Then couple it with the IR heating furnace only available from TA. The Discovery TGA also includes our field-proven 25-position auto sampler for efficient and reliable automation, and incorporates our new gas delivery module, now available with up to 4 gases for switching and blending of the purge gas stream. Every day, America's 11 million emergency responders unselfishly risk their lives to safeguard our country from terrorist, man-made, and natural events. These responders are the nation's first line of protection and deserve the highest quality training in the world. The Center for Domestic Preparedness, located in Anniston, Alabama, provides quality response training. The Department of Homeland Security's funding includes training costs, round-trip air and ground transportation, as well as comfortable lodging and meals. The heart and soul of the CDP is its instructional staff. Known for their real-world experience, the staff is carefully selected from the nation's leading emergency response instructors. The low student-to-instructor ratio also guarantees responders receive quality. Delaware County, a great place to live, work, and raise a family. Delaware County is also home to picturesque waterways that provide recreation, increase quality of life, and enhance property values. Keeping these streams and rivers clean is a priority for Delaware County residents, elected officials, and DELCORA, the Delaware County Regional Water Quality Control Authority.
The headquarters Emergency Operations Center in Washington served as the national communications hub, providing critical data to upper-level scientists and decision-makers.
Our focus was to work through the details of having a headquarters EOC that is fully activated, fully staffed, to provide our traditional situational awareness support to headquarters senior management, but primarily to serve in the senior level policy assistance and support role that a headquarters office would provide.
Federal agencies supporting state and local officials and other emergency support functions worked at the Joint Field Office, staged at FEMA Region 3 headquarters. FEMA leads this effort.
Is then processed through a series of chemical leaching and washing steps, which effectively removes and separates the arsenic contamination.
The first process is the excavation. The soil is excavated in the contaminated area. It's brought up to the blending pad, where it goes through the first stage of separation, which is a set of rotating screens that filter out the larger particles like the rocks, the sticks, and what have you, down to 1.5 inches in diameter.
After blending, the materials are loaded into feed hoppers and enter the soil washing plant. Inside, the materials are screened again for particles over 2 millimeters, which are fed back outside to be addressed with other oversized waste. A set of hydrocyclones then further removes fine particles less than 0.1 millimeters in size.
CSP system that uses large flat mirrors to reflect sunlight onto a solar receiver at the top of a centrally located tower. Fluid heated in the receiver produces steam, which spins a conventional turbine to generate electricity. In the 1980s and 90s, U.S. Department of Energy projects in California demonstrated that power towers could collect and store heat to generate utility-scale electricity 24 hours a day. And today, power towers continue to build a clean energy economy. In 2009, A modular two-tower system with 24,000 mirrors in the Mojave Desert powers more than 5,000 homes.
Everything flows into the river.
There is no such thing as failure.
It's just getting ready, just in case.
So it's that hands-on component.
The scope of the project is huge.
What's happening in your own community?
A world-class facility.
It's a big day for everybody.
To spiritually motivate.
A willingness to work together.
Confidence to the customer that has been there and done that.
And that's what this course focuses on.